everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to do my June in and out. So if you haven't seen one of these videos, basically I'm just going over the books that I'm hauling for the month and then also the books that I'm unhauling for the month. So let's just get into the ones I'm unhauling first. First is On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is one of my all-time favorite books. I am just unhauling this because it's a duplicate copy. Then Still Mine by Amy Stewart. I read this one earlier in the month and I just did not care for it, so I'm going to let it go to a different home. Nice Try, Jane Sinner. This one is another one that I read this month and just didn't really care for. It is a story about a girl who is suffering pretty badly from depression, and she goes on this reality show that's kind of like Big Brother, and it was very interesting. It was told all in journal format, and so I didn't really love that because there was no clear page breaks. Like the journal would just start in the middle of the page and like there was just nowhere to stop. And also she is suffering from depression and she's very emotionally flat. And for me, that just got a little bit boring or uninteresting as the book went on. Then The Mulberry Tree by Jude Devereaux. I tried to read this like right before I had my daughter and while I was in the hospital, and then I even tried it on audio and I just couldn't get into it, so it's going to a new home. Then You by Carolyn Kepnes. I was so bummed that I did not like this at all. So that one, this one I know will get a new home that will appreciate it much more than I do. Then All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. This is another one that I just recently read and didn't care for, and I'm shocked because it seems like a lot of people really like this book, but for me, I just didn't care. The format of being told in reverse time order was very interesting, but it just didn't work for me. Then I have Making It Up as I Go Along by Marian Keyes. This one is just the type of book that I don't typically like. It's just kind of her random musings on life. It's different articles that she has published different places and then a few that have not been published yet. And they were fine, but not something I'll read again, and I didn't really enjoy the process. And then finally, American Dirt by Janine Cummings. I know this one's probably a little controversial. I really enjoyed it. I thought the message that it had was very strong, and it was very intense and very stressful, but in a very good way. But I just don't think I'll read it again, and I know this one is so popular that somebody will love it. So those are the 8 books I'm unhauling. Now I'm hauling 10 books. And so it's a little out of balance considering I'm trying to take down my TBR, but I did read 23 books off my shelves this month and only 7 that weren't on my shelves. So I feel pretty good about that. And all 23 of those have either been put on my red bookshelf or they're in this stack right here. So I feel okay about it. Overall, my TBR has gone down, even so taking 23 off and adding 10 is not bad. So the first one I'm hauling is Almost Just Friends by Jill Shalvis, and this one is about a girl named Piper who has spent her life raising her siblings, and the last thing she has to do, now her siblings are grown, and she has to fix up this lake house her grandparents left her, and after that she can start living life for herself. Well, this big storm comes, and then she meets this dark, broody guy, then some of her siblings come back, and some secrets come out, and I think it's just that story. Then The Summer Deal by Jill Shalvis, and I think this one is about two girlfriends, female friends, and then a third guy friend, and they strike up a deal of some sort for the summer. And I know one of the girls struggles with a chronic illness, maybe. I'm not really sure, but all 3 of these Jill Shalvis books are from my sister. So this one is Rainy Day Friends, and this is about a girl who goes and gets a job at this family winery, and the family kind of takes her in, and then somebody comes into her life that maybe reveals some secrets or throws a kink in things. Then I have The Rose Garden by Susanna Kearsley. I've never read any Susanna Kearsley, but I know Bree from Falling for Romance. Well, Falling for Romance is what she is on Instagram, and she's Bree Hill on YouTube. But she loves Susanna Kearsley, and this one is about a girl who, I think her sister dies maybe, and she goes back to their home in Cornwall, and it's maybe a time travel novel. It's present day, and then also the family that lived there in the 1800s. I think she maybe starts to see a guy who is from the 1800s, and so I don't really know a whole lot about this one. It's a little big, and historical fiction kind of freaks me out, so I'm a little nervous about this one, but this one is also from my sister. Then I'm really excited about this one, Sunrise on Half Moon Bay by Robin Carr. This one is about two sisters that are like 20 years apart or something really, really far apart. And so the younger sister is just graduating college or around that age when her parents need her help because they're old and ailing and need some assistance. So she starts taking care of them, and it's all funded by the older sister who is this powerful lawyer. And so then their parents pass away, and they're both kind of in this weird limbo spot because the lawyer, she has kind of like put her job ahead of her marriage and everything. So that's kind of crumbling. And then the younger one has been taking care of her parents for so long that she doesn't really know like who she is without that. So this one sounds so good. My sister and I are 9 years apart. And so I really like reading about like age gap sibling relationships because it's been very interesting, like different points in life when we're close and when we're not. And now that we're both married with kids, we're kind of in the same stage of life despite being almost 10 years apart. And it's just interesting. I really love reading about that. Then The Perfect Neighbors by Sarah Pekkanen. And I don't know anything about this one, and it doesn't have any synopsis on the book anywhere. So I'm just going to leave this as a mystery. It said, the bottom says, a compelling and suspenseful tale. Okay, then we have Under an Alaskan Sky by Jennifer Snow. And this one is about a single dad, and then he starts falling for his best friend, and then his ex comes back into the picture. So I love single dad stories, and I just think this one will be really fun. This one, as well as the next one, are from my Harlequin unboxing. I sent in one of the little, this one might have one. I doubt it. Oh yeah, maybe. One of these little free book things from the inside of a Kristen Higgins Harlequin book, and they sent me these 2 books for free. So this is one of them, and then also Unleashed by Diana Palmer. I have heard mixed things about her. I know they're all cowboy romances, and this one is like number 50 in a series, and this is about a girl who kind of falls for her boss, and they're obviously, he's a rancher, I think, and so it's that story. I've been warned that the cowboys are very alpha male, so I don't know if I'll love this one, but I will definitely give it a shot. Then these last 2 are big, exciting ones from my sister again. The first is Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. And I know this one is about a mother and daughter, and the mother had gotten pregnant when she was really young, and so she's trying to like protect her daughter from doing the same thing. And I think we get stories from both of them, and maybe like different timelines. I'm not really sure, but I'm so excited to read this one. And then last is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This one I know everybody has probably heard about. It is about a wedding gone wrong where everybody gets food poisoning at the reception except the sister of the bride and the brother of the groom. And so they go on the honeymoon instead of the couple. And I think it's just going to be really cute, really summery, hilarious banter. I've heard very good things. So that is my in and out for the month. Like I said, 8 out, 10 in, and 23 off my shelves. I feel really good about that. So that is it. If you have read any of the books that I am hauling, let me know what you think and if I should prioritize them. And that's it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.